Hey everybody, and welcome to our family art time. I'm Mr. J, and I'm the children's librarian at the East Cobb Library. Welcome to our summer reading adventure. Our theme is Tales and Tales. So most of our family art time programs are going to be focused around animals. So today we're going to read one of my favorite books, and it is called In the Rain with Baby Duck. Let's take a look. In the Rain with Baby Duck by Amy Hest. Pit-pat, pit-a-pat, pit-a-pit-a-pat. Oh, the rain came down. It poured and poured. Baby Duck was mad. She did not like walking in the rain, but it was Pancake Sunday, a duck family tradition. And Baby loved pancakes, and she loved Grandpa, who was waiting on the other side of town. Oh no, she's going to have to walk through the rain. Nobody likes to walk through the rain. Pit-pat, pit-a-pat, pit-a-pit-a-pat. Follow us, step lively. Mr. and Mrs. Duck left the house arm in arm. See, their arms are together. Wet feet, wailed Baby. Don't dally, dear, don't drag behind, called Mr. Duck. Wet face, pouted Baby. Water in my eyes. See? Miss Duck pranced along. See how the rain rolls off your back? Mud, muttered Baby. Mud, mud, mud. I don't know about you, but I kind of like mud. Don't dawdle, dear. Don't lag behind. Mr. and Mrs. Duck skipped ahead. They waddled, they shimmied, they hopped in all the puddles. Baby dawdled. She dallied, and she pouted, and she dragged behind. She sang a little song. I do not like the rain one bit, splashing down my neck. Baby feathers soaking wet, I do not like this mean old day. Are you singing? Called Mr. and Mrs. Duck. What a fine thing to do in the rain. Baby stopped singing. Oh no, she's gonna be grumpy. Grandpa was waiting at the front door. He put his arm around Baby. Wet feet? He asked. Yes, Baby said. Wet face? Grandpa asked. Yes, Baby said. Mud? Grandpa asked. Yes, Baby said. Mud, mud, mud. And see, she's looking at her feet with all the mud coming off of it. I'm afraid the rain makes Baby cranky, clucked Mr. Duck. I've never heard of a duck who doesn't like rain, worried Miss Duck. Is that a fact? Grandpa kissed Baby's cheeks. Oh, how sweet. Grandpa took Baby's hand. Come with me, Baby. They went upstairs to the attic. We are looking for a tall green bag. Do you see a tall green bag anywhere? I bet if you look close enough, you can. Finally, they found it. Inside was a beautiful red umbrella. There were matching boots, too. These used to be your mother's, Grandpa whispered. A long time ago, she was a baby duck who did not like the rain. Baby opened the umbrella. The boots were just the right size. And look, they got little bunnies on them. See, look at that. Baby and Grandpa marched downstairs. My boots, cried Mrs. Duck, and my bunny umbrella. No, mine, said Baby. You look lovely, said Mrs. Duck. Mr. Duck put a platter of pancakes on the table. After that, Baby and Grandpa went outside. Uh-oh, I thought Baby didn't like the rain. Pit-pat, pit-a-pat, pit-a-pit-a-pat. Oh, the rain came down. It poured and poured. Baby Duck and Grandpa walked arm in arm in the rain. They waddled, they shimmied, they hopped in all the puddles. And Baby Duck sang a new song. I really like the rain a lot, splashing my umbrella. Big red boots on baby feet. I really love this rainy day. The end. All right, now go ahead and get out your craft kits. And if you haven't gotten one, we may still have a few left, so come to East Cobb Library and pick them up. And we are going to make our very own craft related to this super fun book. All right, get ready. All right, everybody, it's time for us to make our craft. Now, as you can see, you have a big old blue piece of paper. This is going to be our background. You have some pieces of yellow paper, a little piece of orange, a couple of things that kind of look like hearts, a black piece, a white piece that looks almost like a cup, some tissue paper, and a googly eye. That's awesome. A googly eye probably means it's an animal of some kind. Also, our theme, Tales and Tales, we're going to focus mostly on animals and stories. So if you can guess what we're going to make our very own Duck in the Rain, complete with umbrella and boots. So this is what we're going to make, and I'm going to show you how. So go ahead and get out your supplies. The only thing you need to have is a glue stick, but if you also have liquid glue, that would work really well. The eyes work better if you glue them with liquid glue. I'm going to be edgy and use a glue stick. And then if you want to color your umbrella, you can use a crayon or markers. Or if you want to glue some of these pieces of tissue paper to it, you don't need markers. All right, so let's go ahead and start off. So first we're going to take the duck's body. Now the duck's body kind of looks a little weird without the pieces attached to it, but this big piece is the tail, this piece is his hand, and then this piece is kind of his neck. So let's go ahead and glue him down. He works best with a glue stick. And I say he, but you know what? It could be a she. Baby ducks look the same, whether they're male or female, which means boys or girls. But when they get older, like most animals in the bird kingdom, or bird group I should say, animal kingdom, most birds, the males and females, look very different. But when they're babies, they all have this yellow, soft, fuzzy feathers. Okay, so we got our body glued on there. Then we're going to take the head. And you'll notice when you're looking at the head, there's one part that's a little bit flat and one part that's a little bit more round. The more round part is the top of the head. So it's going to go like this. So let's go ahead and turn it over. And you know, if you glue it on upside down, that's okay. Not every duck has to be exactly the same. So let's go ahead and glue the head on. You want it to overlap his neck just a little bit. His or her neck. Just a little bit. That way they kind of look like they're looking into the sky at the rain. So next, we're going to take the beak and we're going to glue it just a little bit underneath the head. Now, if the glue is still wet on your head, this will be really easy because you can just kind of peel it back and then put it back down like so. Oop, I skipped it out of there. There we go. See, and now the head's covering it up, so it looks like it's behind him a little bit. Okay, next I want to do the boots. These are boots. They kind of look like hearts, but they're actually boots. So you want the feet to face forward because he's facing this way. So your toes point forward, and they do the same thing on people as they do on birds. So you want them to be facing like this. So let's flip them over, put glue on the back. And this duck has red boots just like Baby did in the story, which is kind of cool. And if you're artistic, maybe you could even draw some little bunny rabbits on it. Now we want it to look like the duck is splashing, so you want to have one foot down. That way they have a foot to stand on. But then you want another foot that's kind of doing an action. So you're going to want it to be forward just a little bit. And now it kind of looks like the duck is walking or maybe stomping, splashing, just like in the book. Okay, so now the next step, we want to take our umbrella pole and we want to glue it down. Now on this one it doesn't really matter what side you pick, but I'm going to pick this side, and you want to put it right about here, just like this, just kind of above that front leg. There we go. Now we're going to take this little piece, this is its other little wing, and we're going to glue it on so that it looks like it's holding the umbrella. So once you get your glue on it, you want to place it just a little bit over your umbrella stick at the bottom, like this. And see, now it looks like they're holding the umbrella stick. Might need to glue mine down a little better, but I'll do that a little bit later. All right, next, you're going to want to take your umbrella top and we're going to glue it up here. Now, if you want to color it, I would recommend coloring it before you glue it. Otherwise, it can, when you try to color it when it's already glued down, if you don't wait for a long time for it to get totally dry, it could wrinkle the paper or tear it or move it away. So I would wait until, or I would color it first and then glue it down. But I don't want to color mine first. I'm going to do the tissue paper route, at least a little bit to start off. All right. So now our duck is almost done. We're just missing one little thing, and that is his or her eye. Now, like I said, this works better if you have glue, but Mr. J is a crazy man, and I'm going to use a glue stick. It's better if you have like liquid Elmer's glue for the eyes. If you do, just put a small dot. Don't put a big dot. But if you have a glue stick, then you're going to want to put a lot on there. All right. Then we're just going to put the eye on and hold it down, and there we go. So our duck's body is all done. It's got a head, eyes, beak, two little wings, holding an umbrella, and his boots. But we want to make sure it looks like he's in the rain. So there's a couple of ways you could do this. If you have a marker, you could draw little rain droplets coming down. Or if you want to be adventurous, we can use this tissue paper. So with the tissue paper, the easiest way to do it is to figure out where you want your drops. So I'm going to have my drops of water be these light blue ones. And you're just going to put a little dab of glue stick down. You don't want to get too crazy, and because the tissue paper will stick to it really well. See, and then we just kind of put this all around. I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of dots down so that I can glue a couple at a time. And everyone's going to have different color tissue paper. Some people are going to have the same colors as me. Some people might have different colors, but that's okay, you know. And the rain, I'm going to make it a little bit different colors as well, because I like the dark blue and the light blue. I can't choose, can't decide which one I want. All right, so there's my rain. You can definitely do more. You could put more down here and around it, maybe even some over top of your duck so that it looks like it's in the foreground. But I'm gonna do just a couple right now so that I can show you how to do the umbrella and not take up way too much time. So with the umbrella, if you colored it with markers, that's okay. If you wanted to put tissue paper on it, that's also okay. And I think the easiest way to do it first is to just put glue stick kind of all over it, all over the top. And then you're gonna take your tissue paper and you're just gonna put it down and kind of try to cover all of the white space as much as you can. And if you overlap a little bit, that's okay. You might wanna just put a little bit of glue down first. Oh goodness, I picked it up. You can overlap it if you want to, or you can leave space if you want to. It's your project. You get to do whatever you want. That's the most fun about crafts, is that you can look at what people have done and you can say, that looks cool, but I kind of have a neat idea. And the best thing is when your friends help you with an idea. You look at your friends and you go, wow, that's really cool. And then that cool thing you see gives you an idea. And then you make something cool. That's the best. So I'm not going to cover the whole umbrella, because if I do, this video is going to be even longer. And while I love to stay in craft, I know that you get the idea. But yeah, so then you'll just want to cover your whole umbrella, and then you'll have your very own duck with an umbrella and boots playing in the rain. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you in 2 more weeks when we do the next one. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye.